All right. Okay, we're going to get into a rant today. I am in the market for a guitar, and my very first electric guitar ever was an Ibanez RG321MH mahogany wood guitar made in Korea. Now, this was made through slave labor, crazy company that got shut down by Ibanez and other guitar manufacturers of the time. That manufacturing plant no longer makes guitars. Just want to throw that out there. They no longer make guitars. But I can't hold back my anger at what I'm seeing here. So Ibanez makes it really, really hard for me to give them my money. What do I mean? Ibanez is a very strange company to me. I've always wanted a Prestige guitar. So I look online for a Prestige guitar. I'm like, man, we're gonna do this. I just paid off my $1,000 Stratocaster. That means I have an incredible credit line and I can purchase a pretty nice guitar. So I'm looking maybe in the 1,200, maybe 1,300 at the max price range. And I'm looking around, and it is insanely difficult for me to purchase a guitar around that price value from Ibanez. If you want to go Prestige, it's going to cost you like $1,500. And this really bugs me. It really bugs me, and I have a hard time wrapping my head around this. I know that these guitars are made in Japan. These Ibanez Prestige guitars, they're made in Japan, right? And so there's a little bit of a craftsmanship thing there. But the materials, the reason why I actually bought this guitar, okay, I'm going to go out there on a limb and say I bought this guitar. I didn't buy it for $7.99. I actually bought mine for $6.99 because I was a reward recipient and all this other stuff through Guitar Center. I know we're looking at Guitar Center. Don't get mad at me. I have my financing through them already. It's fine. I don't have Guitar Center even touch my guitars. They're shipped to me direct. Okay? I just want to throw that out there. I am a guitar player of 15 years. I've been playing guitar for 15 years. I know how to set up my guitars. I know how to fix things. So for me, I know what I like and I know what I want. And I really do want this guitar. But it's like two times the price, man. That is insane to me. That is nuts. And so we're going to go over why I'm really, really pissed off at this and why it is so hard for me to give Ibanez my money. Why is it so hard for me to give Ibanez my money? Okay? I'm a guitar player. I know what I like. Okay? I love hardtail bridges. All right? I don't like floating trim stuff. I've never been into it. I tried it a while back, and it wasn't for me. So I'm looking for a hardtail guitar with good pickups, a nice looking neck, and maybe some coil tapping humbuckers. And both of these guitars fit that bill. Now, there's no way in hell you could tell me that this is worth $1,500. There's 0% chance of you changing my mind. And I wanted to make this video because I'm pretty pissed off. I want to give Ibanez my money. They're making it really fucking hard. So let's go through the differences between these two guitars and why I think this is just grossly overpriced. Okay, let's go straight out there, right out of the gate. This guitar is made in Indonesia. This guitar is made in Japan. Now, there are values to that, okay? Indonesia, they're probably paying their employees, I would say, much less than they are in Indonesia. But that should not cost or make this guitar cost more than $1,100. It can't. It can't. There's no way. And so people are going to defend that. Oh boy. Okay, let's just go into the materials of the guitar right first before we go down that rabbit hole, okay? What's the differences between these guitars? They both use the exact same pickups. These are both Air Norton pickups. They're both identical pickups. So That's not a mark towards anybody. They both have special necks, and to me personally, this is a personal preference to me. I feel like this would cost slightly more than this. I've seen Ibanez's process for making these triple necks, where there's like quadruple or like 5 times maple one. And their process is not tricky, it's not difficult at all. They basically slam it together in a machine and they make this wood, right? And so I don't really see this costing more money than this, because this is a roasted, no, it's flamed maple with a it's roasted maple neck. Okay, and to me personally, I think this would cost more to manufacture, or to even find the correct amount, like the correct wood. Wouldn't you think? This is using like much more different types of wood, but I genuinely think this would cost more to manufacture. I don't know, maybe I'm not a genius, but I'm pretty sure this costs more to manufacture. All right. What else? They're both bolted, which I actually like my guitars to be bolted, because if there's an issue with the neck, it's easy to fix. You can just add a shim if it's off or something, right? They both have the exact same body structure. They're both bolted. They have the exact same contours. This is using a body that is made out of ash. This is using a body made out of Nayato or whatever. However you say it. I probably butchered it with a flame top. Now, right off the bat, I 100% guarantee you that this costs more than this does. Ash is extremely easy to get. Another thing, the neck. Let's talk about the neck front material. So this has a bird's eye maple fretboard. And then this has I don't even know what that's called, dude. Jataba. What are you doing? Okay. Anyways, I really don't think that having a bird's eye fretboard would really make it cost that much more. Maybe like an extra $10 per guitar. You could scale that up to manufacturing to be something like $80 extra. But we're only looking at $80 so far. So $80 plus for something like the fretboard. Let's go to the bridge. I'm not a huge fan of this tailpiece. There's too much metal involved. I'm definitely going to corrode the top portion with the way that I play. I'm just going to corrode the hell out of this metal portion. Well, this, I don't think I'm going to be able to corrode it as much. I have that exact same tailpiece on my guitar right now, and the only thing that's corroded is this tiny little, I forget what those are called, but this tiny little thing here, it's corroded. Alright, so I think, personally, I would actually prefer this tailpiece. This might look better to some people, but I think functionally this one would be a little bit better to me overall. Okay, so let's move on to another thing. This one has like a little window for the truss rod adjustment. This one has no window for the truss rod adjustment. Why? Why would you omit that? To me, that's just dumb. Like, to me, that's dumb. It's an aesthetic thing that they're going for. Oh, it's prestige. This is kind of the way we used to do it. But I'm telling you right now, my Ibanez has these exact same 3 holes here at the top where you have to unscrew the thing and then put your truss rod adjustment, millimeter Allen wrench in there and fix it. Not Allen. Well, anyways, let's keep going, okay? That, I don't like that, okay? I don't like unscrewing these screws because my screws are already messed up over 15 years of having that guitar. It's my screws, I can no longer screw it into my guitar. So this is a big negative for the Prestige, in my opinion. Let's look at down here. Okay, so this has a 5-way selector switch, while this one has a coil tapping adjustment switch. I think I'm going to like that more than having the 5-way adjuster, because I have a 5-way switch on my guitar right now. I have no problems with it, but I don't feel like this would be hampering me in any way. So I don't know. I feel like it's a plus for this guitar, because if I'm playing single coil, I kind of want to play a full song all the way through using single coil instead of trying to search for the single coil pickups using this configuration. I don't know. I prefer this. This makes more sense to me as a guitar player. Okay, so let's look at other things. This guitar has non-locking tuners. Now, that's kind of a big deal to me. I will be changing these out with locking tuners, but locking tuners are cheap. So cheap, in fact, that I looked up the exact same locking tuners on this. These are Godo NGTs. I can get the exact same locking tuners on this guitar, and I can install them myself because I am an adept human being. I can install them on my own guitar for something like $90. So far, we're looking at somewhere around $180 worth of extra work in this guitar in terms of the actual materials. All of the materials together are somewhere around $180 extra. These both have Graphtec nuts. It doesn't say it, I don't think. Yeah, this one says Graphtec, but a few people have actually pointed out that this is also using a Graphtec nut. They're just not telling you. So that's really fancy. The bridge dimensions are a little bit different. This guitar is flatter. It has a flatter neck. But this has already a 16-inch radius neck. Like, I'm not going to have any issues playing this guitar. It's very, very similar to the Wizard 2 that's in my 321. So, yeah, that's the only difference between these two guitars is something around, I'd say, $200. Now, what's $200 more dollars than $800? That's $1,000. And if the guitar's being made in Japan, I would expect a markup. So I'd probably put that guitar at somewhere around $1,300, maybe. But for them to put the price of $1,500 on there, I think that's a huge slap in the face for people like me who want to give Ibanez money. They make it so hard for me to give them money. It is unbelievable. Whoo! I don't know. And I was in the market for that. Now you might be saying, hey, look at some more of their guitars. None of them have these kind of things that I'm looking for. I want these specific specs in my Ibanez guitar. No other Ibanez guitars have that. None. No other guitars on Ibanez's roster of guitars actually have all of these features. Now, I could look up the RG421. There's one more guitar that is more expensive in the RG line, and that is this. This is their high performance line. I hate the design of the top. I don't like the wooden top thing. I have a guitar that already has a wooden top. I'm not into that. This guitar to me actually makes fucking no sense. If you buy this guitar, you are actually dumb. Or you just like having weird items. But that's it. It's making me so I feel so bad about this because I want to give Ibanez my money, and they're making it very hard. Anyways, this was a rant. I know a lot of people put a lot of faith in this made in Japan thing. I don't personally because I'm adept and I know how to set up my own guitars because I do some research online. Like, in order for me to do a full setup on a guitar, for you to do a full setup on your guitars, just look it up for like maybe an hour, watch somebody actually do it by hand, and then you're good. Like, Some people are like, oh, but it's made in Japan. You can just pick it up right out of the box and it's perfect, man. It's just, no, it's really not. Trust me. No guitar I've ever had, ever, and I've had 8 guitars, has ever come out of the box just being perfect. And to me, that actually holds no value, because if I have a guitar, I'm going to be using it for more than 2,000 hours of my life. I can at least spend 1 hour of nice, good, hard work fixing my guitar, rounding the edges, making things proper. And I don't think, to me, that is worth an extra $700 or so. I don't. You might find solace in, oh, it's made in Japan. Oh, I've got the weeb guitar of my dreams. But don't do that. Don't do that. I will be reviewing my RG 421 HP FMRG guitar for you guys when I get it. And I'll go through all of the different things that I like about it, that I don't like about it. All guitars have issues and flaws. And I'll go through that when I unbox it. But, man, I had to make a video about this. I hope y'all had a good one, and I hope y'all don't give Ibanez any of that expensive money, okay? They make pretty decent guitars in the $400 to around $800 range, but anything higher is just, I don't know. Why wouldn't you just get a gem? My head hurts. My head hurts really bad. Anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and you can dislike the video and leave a mean comment if you want to, or you can tell me my voice sounds stupid or something like that down in the comments below. Y'all have a nice one, and I'll see you next time.